Hi guys, okay, good morning. So I'm just gonna grab a seat here on this tree and have a quick talk with you. This is something I shared with my VIP group this month. It was just something that sort of popped into my head and it's really important. So I want you to lean forward, listen in. Do me a favor before you do anything though. This is really, really important. Just leave me a comment saying hi. Anything like that. Hey Kristen, how's it going? I'm here, I'm in, I'm ready for what you got to share, anything like that. This is just a way to remind yourself, remind the universe that with this stuff, you're not just gonna like listen to it, but you're actually like engaged and you're ready for it. You're ready for it to positively impact you and your life. Okay. So let's jump in. This is really quick. It is, and this applies to every time of year, but really right now, it really applies. I always say that February is sort of the month where January's resolutions kind of go off and limp away and die. And I don't mean that in a horrible way. It's part of the reason I don't love resolutions at all. I think, focusing on specific outcomes is great, is positive, but when you make resolutions, there's a whole approach around it that's like fixing yourself that I think is really unhealthy. So when you have certain specific goals, outcomes that you're going for, I think that's great. But here's the thing that typically happens in February, or typically like 30 days or so after you've made any resolution type thing, and this can happen with goals. All of that stuff is we have in our heads this concept of what we're going to do, when are we going to get it done by. And so with New Year's, often what comes with that is like, this year is going to be awesome, it's going to be great, we hit the ground running, and then typically by February, we've sort of gotten back to normal life, and maybe we burnt out a little because maybe we were pushing a little too hard to make all the changes without integrating them. That's stuff we can talk about in a future video. And so February, suddenly what happens is it's just February and we're suddenly like, oh well, here I am again. And we start defining ourselves as not achieving what we wanted, as being failures, as doing it again, as repeating a pattern, all of this stuff that's really unhealthy. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. And before I tell you what I want you to do, I want you to put down, I'm ready to let go of this pattern. If this is a pattern that has shown up in your life, it's okay. First of all, you're human. It's a really normal thing. But let me know, say, hey, Kristen, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for a different way of doing things. And here's what it is. See, we are so often taught to look at what we haven't done, but the important thing is to flip that and look at what we have done. So I want you to look back on January or whenever you're seeing this on the time before now, and instead of telling me what you didn't do, instead of thinking about what you didn't do, what you didn't accomplish, what you didn't get done, I want you to go back and I want you to think about what you did do. What are all of the things that you did do? And I shared a story with my VIP members on our monthly call. I shared a story about me where I have this whole sort of Facebook campaign that I'm getting together that includes a webinar on overwhelm and stuff like that. And I was planning on having that done by the end of January. Well, here's the thing. I didn't get it done by the end of January, not because I was lazy, not because I wasn't doing stuff. I actually was doing a ton of really great stuff. I was posting a lot of videos for you guys. I was getting my message out in a different way. I'm still gonna get the Overwhelm webinar done. In fact, I'm probably gonna get it done tomorrow on an airplane. But here's the thing. I could, and in the past I might have done this, focus on, oh man, I didn't get that done by the time that I wanted to. That could have been it. And then what am I doing? I'm like bringing my vibration down. I'm focusing on what's wrong. It's like you get like heavier and heavier in it, as opposed to going, okay, so I know when I'm going to do that. Because if there's something, you just decide, okay, I know when I'm going to do that, or I know when I'm going to take the next step toward it, which that's key. Because sometimes the things we've set up that we were going to do, they were too big, or they weren't too big, but we needed to break them down into smaller steps so we didn't feel overwhelmed, okay? And instead of looking at what I didn't do, if I look back and I go, oh my God, I started shooting all these really cool videos for people, and I started posting those, and I started spreading the word that way, and really getting things out that way, in a different way, in a new way, and engaging with people in a different way, well, then I'm excited. See the difference? I'm trying to hide from the sun here because it's coming up really fast. Then I'm excited. Then I'm really, there we go. Then I'm really then I'm reinforced. Then I want to do more. Then I'm encouraged. So that whole thing of look at what you haven't done because it's gonna kick your butt into doing it, no, it doesn't. It just makes you feel bad. So look back on January or on the last year or last 5 years or whatever, and instead of thinking about what you haven't done, and this might feel hard at first, and that's okay. Think about what you have done. What are all the small things that you have done? What are some of the big things that you have done? Maybe in different areas of your life. What are those things that you have done? The more you're focusing on the good stuff that you have done and celebrating it, I promise you, the more momentum you are going to have, the more encouragement you're going to have, the more bolstered you're going to feel, the more confidence you're going to have, because confidence is such a huge thing. We do not get more confidence by cutting ourselves down. We do not. It does not work that way. Okay? So tell me right now, say, hey, Kristen, I'm in. I'm gonna do this exercise. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it today. Let me know, Kristen, I'm in. If you wanna share anything that you have done over this past bit of time, that's awesome. I'm here for you. If there's anyone in your life that you're like, ooh, I really think they need to hear this, share this. I'm trying, this year is all about, I wanna get this word out, this energy out, because you guys are awesome. This community is awesome. The more we can spread this energy, the world needs it. The world needs that, needs these messages of bolstering up instead of ripping down. All right, so that's it for now. I think you're all absolutely spectacular. Let me know you're in. Tell me, look at what you have done. Look at what you have done. Look at what you have done. All right, that's it. You guys are awesome. I will talk with you soon. Until then, keep going big.